New at 10, you know those phone scams, they're just everywhere. The calls are constant, they're convincing, and incredibly difficult to trace.
That's why it's important you know how to protect yourself, because once you pay an illegal debt collector, that money is gone. Most of us have answered a phony call at one time or another.
We received a request to execute a default judgment and place a lien on any bank accounts or property linked to your Social Security number.
Scammers using personal information and pretending to collect a debt.
This came in for an amount of $4,842.
According to MarketWatch.com, phone scams cost Americans an estimated $9.5 billion last year. Victor Wandris is a consumer protection attorney and says anyone, even with a criminal record, can purchase a list of bad debt online and start making calls.
These scam artists are calling about debts that you may have had, that may have appeared on an old credit report because they've got a copy of your old credit report, probably illegally.
And what's worse, they use fear to get you to pay them right over the phone.
Their MO is to scare you into believing that you're going to be prosecuted, arrested, charged, have a lien put on your house, have your wages garnished.
In Brian Frank's case, scammers went after his mom to get her to pay a false debt on his behalf. Only problem is she paid.
It was somewhere around $524, and they said if that was not paid, it would be around $3,000.
He says he immediately called the police and his mother's bank to dispute the charge to her account. But he says the bank would not refund the money.
It was a scam. They refused to pay because you knowingly and willingly gave your credit card information out to these people. We are not going to help you.
And the police can't do much if the call comes from out of state or even out of the country. Technology has made it easy for scammers to use a computer to robo-dial thousands of people a day.
You will be taken under custody by the local police.
Others use an actual voice and spoof a phone number, meaning it's a number that looks familiar, to get you to answer. The attorney says your best defense is to find out exactly who you're dealing with.
You can ask them for their mailing address, and if they give you a P.O. box, that's a real good telltale.
Also, ask for their website or something in writing. Consumers are entitled to certain protections when dealing with debt collectors, and doing a little digging on your end could save you from a costly mistake. So here are 3 federal laws you should know. The Fair Debt Collection Practices Act is the first. That is meant to protect you from illegal debt collectors. The Telephone Consumer Protection Act, which restricts telemarketing calls with a national do not call registry. And the Electronic Funds Transfer Act, which protects consumers who pay online or by telephone. And one more thing, it sounds simple enough, but check your credit report. You can go to creditkarma.com and you get a free credit report once a year. It's something that not a lot of people do, but it can really help protect you.
Yeah, sounds like good advice with all of that.
Information. The more information you have, the better protected you are.
I'll tell you, I get a million calls a day by these crazy people, so especially the IRS one. It's just, I keep having to block these people.